What is up guys, Solheim here, back again with another TBC Classic video. Today we are talking about botting, a topic that I'm really passionate about, because I want the game to be as bot-free as possible, in comparison to Blizzard, who wants the bots to thrive and do pretty much whatever they like. So today we are talking about a brand new type of bot that has been appearing in TBC Classic, and this one really shows how little effort Blizzard is willing to do to even try to get rid of the problem. These bots are so easy to identify. You know that they are bots the second you see them, and I'll tell you exactly why, because there's only one way to get into the actual botting itself, and that is by hacking. So they are definitely hacking. They could be real players hacking, but the point is they are cheating either by hacking or botting, or most likely doing both at the same time. So the bot in question, and the one we're talking about today, is botting in BOTanica. This one was originally reported on the forums a couple of weeks ago, actually exactly 1 week ago at this point. So there were some posts on the forums. I'll leave the links in the description so you can go and read them for yourself. But players have been talking about bots in the BOTanica, and I started to see this about a month ago myself in TBC Classic, but on my server this wasn't really a huge issue. There was 1 or 2 people, but now it started to ramp up significantly, and you see a lot of them in the game itself. So do me one favor right now before we move in any further into the video. Log into the game if you still have subscription for TBC Classic, and do a /who the BOTanica. If you see anyone below level 70, or anyone below level 68 pretty much, because you can fly at level 68. So if you see anyone in the BOTanica below level 68, you pretty much know they are definitely cheating one way or another. They have to be hacking or fly hacking to get into the dungeon, because the dungeon itself is connected to Netherstorm. You cannot summon to the Netherstorm right now, so the only way to get there is by flying yourself. So you have to get through the Netherstorm, then fly up to the actual instance. It's in the air, so you need to have a way of flying. You can't summon there, so once again you need to have a way of flying. Druids can unlock flying at level 68, so that is why level 68 is the limit here. But originally level 70 would be the limit, and right now you are seeing a lot of mages around level 65 to 67 doing the BOTanica on repeat. You will see the same names in the BOTanica all the time, and usually you will see them in the night time or early morning time. And for example, this screenshot right here is from Benediction, a US or North American server, in the middle of the morning or very early in the morning. You can see a lot of mages are online right now. I logged in myself to check on my server, and there's not really too many of them, but that is because it's prime time right now for Europe. And I think the bots have started to realize that they should be farming when there's less people online, so try to stay away from the prime time. So for me, I don't see too many there, but still you see a couple. And you instantly know, first of all, they're guildless. Second of all, they're level 65 to 67. They cannot possibly get into the dungeon itself. It's in the air. You need to have a way of getting into the air by flying. You can't summon. It's in Netherstorm. They have to be fly hacking. And secondly, fly hacking is really simple in World of Warcraft in general. Not going to get into that right now, but apparently it's super simple to fly hack, and we have seen several instances of botting or botters fly hacking. For example, right here is a footage of a bot fly hacking very early in TBC in slave pens, and we also have footage from Classic WoW as well, where bots were fly hacking in Solheim, and I'll get back to that in a second, because that one is really relevant. We also have examples of botters that are literally hacking through the ground or through the wall, and then farming herbalism and mining through the floor and through the wall to not get seen by mobs at all, so they can pretty much pick up whatever they want inside the dungeon. So that is it. Like, you know, these guys are botting, but here's the thing: why are they doing it? Well, right now, if you are botting in, let's say, for example, mana tombs, or also the steam vaults or the slave pens, and you are only going for mining veins, herbalism nodes, herbalism nodes and also chests, then you will get locked out very fast. Especially as a bot, whenever you're hacking through the floor, you can do 5 resets insanely fast and be locked out after 10 minutes. By farming in the BOTanica, you can, first of all, you can grab a lot of herbs. You can get Nether Bloom, which is only obtained in the Netherstorm, or dungeons that are actually relevant or connected to Netherstorm as well, so you can get a brand new type of herb that you can't get in other zones. So that one is really, really expensive and worth a lot. So bots are doing it because of that, first of all, but also because you can utilize your downtime to kill the mobs and get a lot of loot that is worth a lot. For example, you can get the Sun Fury Signets or the Arcane Crystals or Arcane Tomes and sell those as well, which is worth a lot once again, so you can utilize your downtime to kill mobs, and thereby you can make a lot more gold per reset, and instead of being locked out after 10 minutes, you can actually farm every single, like 24/7, you can do 5 resets per hour, or also 4 resets per hour, depends on if you make most gold from killing mobs, or by actually doing herbalism and mining, and also unlocking chests. You will find 3 different types of chests in the BOTanica, so it's really lucrative, and way back in Cataclysm, this was also a really heavily botted gold farm in the BOTanica. Here's a screenshot from actually Cataclysm, like at the end of Cataclysm. There's a Reddit post about this as well that I'll leave a link to in the description, so you can see the timestamp, but it's actually from Cataclysm, and bots were leveling to level 80, usually as a paladin, then going straight into the BOTanica, and farming BOTanica just for raw gold. Okay, so let's get into some specifics of how they are doing this, and while I don't have the exact answer itself, we can do some speculation based on what's happened in the past, and that is where once again this clip from Solheim becomes incredibly important. As you can see, this guy is activating the fly hack in the game itself, thereby you can run across the entire instance, pull as many mobs as you possibly want, and by fly hacking they won't be able to get to you, or at least you can move past them, then pull them from a safe place or safe range. Then you can you can like clump them all up together as a mage, and then you can AoE them down. And by having a fly hack that you're activating inside the dungeon itself, you can very easily kite them back and forth. For example, in this Solheim clip right here, you can see that he is kiting them back and forth on a ledge by activating a fly hack whenever he jumps off the ledge itself, and thereby you can stand on top of the mountain, or pretty much anywhere you want, just stand on a cliff, and they won't be able to get to you, and they will do some weird pathing to get to you. So as long as you can figure out a weird pathing that works that way, then you can farm them on repeat, and they will never be able to get to you. And what these bots will usually do, especially in this scenario, because they are pulling level 69 to 70 elites, they will use a rank 1 Blizzard, fish for clear casting, and every single time they get a clear cast proc, they will use a max rank Blizzard, and thereby they can do this on repeat. They can craft mana gems to always have mana, and also you have evocate or evocation. You will pretty much never go out of mana as long as you use rank 1s, fish for clear casting, then do a max rank, and do that on repeat. Now, some of you have asked me why I'm making so many botting videos, and that is really because I just want the game itself to be in the best state possible, and I think botting devalues the game by a lot, and I really want Blizzard to take some sort of action, or at least publicly notice or make some sort of post about it. Be aware of botting and also talk about it publicly announce something regarding botting. Just take a stance towards it. So I just want Blizzard to do something, and hopefully me making videos about it can do that. And the fact is, Blizzard haven't said anything about botting, like officially, since June 2020, so June of last year. That is over 1 year ago, closing in on 1.5 years ago now, and that was when they did their huge ban wave in Classic WoW, which basically reads like this, and that is including today's actions. Over the last month in Americas, Oceania, and Europe regions, we have closed or suspended over 74,000 WoW accounts that were found to be in violation of our EU LAs, and the majority of these were found to be using gameplay automation tools, typically to farm resources or kill enemies, much more efficiently than legitimate players can. So pretty much this huge blue post states that they banned over 74,000 WoW accounts, and this was hugely because of botting in TBC or in WoW Classic. And it really shows that botting is a huge problem in the game itself, and I don't know why they haven't publicly addressed the issue in over a year now. It really surprises me, but then again, not really. That being said though, like, them not addressing botting at all really makes me question, like, do they even care about the game itself and the players of the game, or do they just care about revenue and think that bots in general will generate revenue, which they can, but a lot of players are quitting because of this issue. So the question is it really that profitable to just keep the bots around, when you could ban them, you could win some actual good PR for yourself public reputation, you could win some good PR from the players, and show that you care about your game. Hopefully they address this very soon. It would be awesome if they did that. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. That is one new type of bot that has appeared in TBC Classic. It is really easy to identify because once again you cannot get into the BOTanica under level 70 or without having flying, so they have to be fly hacking, so they are definitely cheating in one way or another. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe for more TBC Classic, and also Classic Fresh content. I'm making a lot of Classic Fresh guides right now, so hopefully you will enjoy those as well. That is pretty much it though. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.